What's going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to Project Zangetsu. So welcome back to another Spotlight review. This time I'm going to be doing the review on the 2006 Subaru WRX PRODRIVE. I should say Subaru Impreza WRX PRODRIVE. So there's a couple of reasons why I chose to do it on this particular car this time. The first reason I think is because I recently had the opportunity to be filming the Time Attack racing series for Vilaka Racing at the Formula K racetrack in Benoni. And one of the Vilaka racing drivers, I guess, Mr. Douglas Lang, invited me on a ride-along in his 2006 Subaru Impreza WRX PRODRIVE. So this is one of the Subarus that I've always been very sort of like curious about. You see, it's one of those like sort of special limited edition Subarus. It's not an STI, it's a WRX, but it's a very special WRX. And as you guys know from previous videos, I've always been a firm believer in that there isn't much difference between a WRX and an STI. You know, as far as feeling is concerned, it's the very same experience. You get the same sort of thrill and exhilaration, drama from the turbo boost, handling from the all-wheel drive. It's just that in the STI, everything has been turned up just a little bit for it to be more track focused, to be sharper, to be more responsive. So the WRX PRODRIVE is something similar to that, because Prodrive is a British company that has always been synonymous with Subaru since the days when they started doing rally back in '92, when Colin McRae was their driver. The Subaru P1 as well as the 22B are both products of Subaru working alongside Prodrive to beef up the performance of their base Imprezas and base Legacies and things like that. So Prodrive is always sort of like, it's almost like, it's similar to what STI is to Subaru. Instead, it's just that Prodrive has more of a specific focus. It's, first of all, it's British, it's not necessarily Japanese and part and parcel of Subaru, but its focus is more on like rally spec performance and things like that. So that makes the WRX PRODRIVE a very sort of like special PRODRIVE a very special WRX amongst the rest of the cars. It's a limited edition. I'm not sure if they had one in all of the previous GD versions, like, you know, the Bagai, because I know that they had one for the Bagai. I'm not sure about the Blabai. I know definitely that they had one for the Hawkeye, and I'm not sure about the Hatch and the Stink Eye and the other ones going forward. But yeah, I've always been curious about it for that reason, for, you know, the heritage of Prodrive as a company that sort of like brings an air of mystery to the whole thing, and then as well as the fact that some of its sort of like its design choices make it very unique. Like, it's got an STI wing that isn't quite an STI wing. It's got like an extra 2 pillars inside of the wing itself, which you know, make it look very sort of like unique and cool like that. I mean, I've always been a fan of the STI wing as it is, and then the PRODRIVE wing just makes it look that much more special. And then it's got a more aggressive tuning map. WRXs of the time came out of the box standard with 169 kilowatts at the flywheel. The WRX PRODRIVE comes out standard with 185. So it's that much more powerful. Still not quite as fast as an STI, because an STI back in those times came out with 190 kilowatts. So it's just about 5 kilowatts shy of what an STI is. It also has unique limited edition ProDrive wheels that it came out with. I believe they were 18 inches, if I'm not mistaken. They were a very cool gunmetal color with a very unique design that I've always been curious and interested in. But I got a chance to actually spend some time on the track with one when Doug took me out, and it was quite an awesome experience. It was nice to, my first time sitting in one was at a track, and I got to feel it at its fullest potential, so that was pretty cool. And Doug's particular example, of course, was not a stock ProDrive WRX. I mean, he had things on there like electronically controlled suspension. He had an aftermarket Garrett's turbo, and he also had, like, you know, water meth and things like that for cooling, and he also had, I think, octane boosting, similar to what Americans would call E85, some sort of like ethanol mixture to up the octane content in his fuel. So it was very sort of like, you know, track ready in terms of the build itself. I mean, I'll play a clip where he explains a few of the things that he's got going on in the car.
Hi everyone, my name's Doug. 2006 WRX PRODRIve.
Yeah?
Everyone has their own ideas.
Everybody's got different needs.
Everyone has different needs. Rotate mounts, Garrett's full top cooler with water meth. Idea is to keep the car as standard as possible.
OEM Plus.
OEM, there we are. And yeah, the idea is everything I've done, the car must still look factory professional, mustn't be butchered.
And it must be responsive, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're looking for as well.
Correct.
So, is it true that like a top mount will spool better than a front mount?
They say so. Turbos have come a long way.
Yeah.
They say so because of the extra piping, it makes it later.
Okay.
But then also the top mount doesn't give you the top end horsepower like the other one.
There's a compromise.
See what you want and how big your balls want.
Okay.
I have one bar at 3,200 RPM.
What kind of power numbers are you making?
Down in the last time, 355 kilometers. 555
Yeah. Would you say that's like the average amount around on the level?
I don't know, because every dyno is different. That's why I don't ever talk dyno figures. I know what I've got. That's what I make, and if I make a tweak and we go back and see John T and put on his dyno, and that's how we get in see it. It's about me and myself.
Yeah.
So that's a powerful fight to drive.
Then there's also the butt dyno as well. That's how you confirm
you can
whether
feel.
you've
So
got the right thing.
chassis and setup. This is probably the place to come and try.
I've heard of quite a few people say so. It's like it's such a technical track. It's got, how can I say? It's
Everything.
versatile. In
Come here on a Wednesday afternoon. It's best bang for buck.
Yeah.
Wednesday afternoon, you come here and you test what you need to do, and it's reasonable. And you can use having a car that spools up at 5,000 straight. You need something there and then, it's a power down nicely.
Yeah.
You need the chassis without a handle, so you need camber plate.
Yeah.
At least.
Supporting modification.
Supporting mods.
You need a balance, basically, of everything.
And with the tracks like this, you do need brakes.
Alright.
Brakes be very hot. You need a car that talks to you.
Yeah.
Every drive is different.
It's a communicative experience. It lets you know what's going on.
As you say, it's all about being in the bump.
Exactly.
We now get they then re-look at everyone's times and reclassify. So they'll say everyone faster than a 135, let's say. We'll go group one, everyone from a tank.
And this is the one that's for cooling, right?
This is for cooling.
Okay.
Correct.
And this one is to increase
That's
your
fuel.
octane.
Octane.
Okay.
So that is to supplement our fuel.
Yeah.
And this is to put safety factor in, which is just
It's like a safety modification, basically.
yes. So that's what that is.
Okay. Nice.
I still have my sound and everything in. So that's surge tank, tank pumps to there, that pumps to the front.
Okay, so that takes care of mitigates the fuel washing.
Fuel wash, yeah.
All right.
Or fuel surge.
Thank you so much for the walk around, guys. All right. This is Doug. He's going to be giving us a run around in a bit. But yeah, Doug was a very generous and awesome dude. You know, he made it very comfortable to film around him. He was very sort of like giving in terms of like, you know, FaceTime, being on the camera. In fact, I believe I feel like I didn't actually film him as much as I would have been able to, as much as he was actually willing, because, you know, I'm always so sort of like awkward and iffy about asking people to be on camera. I don't want to overdo it and stuff like that. I'm still sort of like finding my groove there. But I really appreciate Doug's contribution to the channel on that day. And the experience that he was able to give me in his car was something I wouldn't trade for the world. I've always been very curious as to what it would feel like to be in that car, and I'm glad I finally got the opportunity. And shout out to Doug, thank you so much for that. Shout out to Vilaka Racing for the opportunity in general, because they've been inviting me on an official basis to these track days these days. So that's been a very enjoyable experience as well. Very great for the channel. Very great for my own experience as well. It's been nice to delve into motorsports on that much of a deeper context, you know. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below of the 2006 WRX Subaru Impreza WRX PRODRIVE. Let me know what you thought of this review of the car. Let me know what other cars you'd like to see reviewed in future. I'll see what I can do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please click on the thumbs up icon to leave us a like. And if you'd like to see more from Project Zangetsu, please go ahead and click subscribe. And be sure to hit that bell icon so you are notified each and every time I drop new content on this here channel. As usual, people, I have been Zola Tumashamu, and take care of each other, stay awesome, and keep the dream alive. Peace.
I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won. Yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know